Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk to you again about baby play and sensory play in particular. I wanted to talk to you about setting up for sensory play and to show you a basket that I've made for Edie May. Edie is approaching 12 weeks old and we've been using these things with her since she was first born. We try to play with her early in the morning when she is most awake, but also this is a basket that the children can get something out of and they know that it's a safe toy for playing with Edie. So what I'd like to do is show you what we keep in the basket, and then I'm going to make a series of videos following on over the next couple of weeks showing you how I use them with Edie and with her older siblings. So here we go, our sensory basket for 0 to 3 months. The first thing I'm going to show you is the wicker basket that we're using. It's just a small wicker basket. I think this one came from Next, but you can buy them anywhere, online or on the high street. It doesn't need to be big, just a small basket, and I tend to keep it near to where I change her nappies in the lounge. So she has a change mat there, also her gym is there, not on top of each other, and we also keep the toy basket there as well. And it's really good because often one of the most likely times I'm going to play with Edie is as I'm changing her nappy or getting her dressed, because it's a distraction for her. She doesn't particularly like getting changed, and also it's just a time when we're making lots of eye contact and when we're ready to play. She's awake and alert. Okay, so you've got your empty wicker basket. These are the things that we've got inside. So first of all, into the basket I'm putting some chiffon cloths. Now I bought these from Amazon, but you can pick them up anywhere, and they're just see-through cloths of different rainbow colours. We actually have loads of these because Esther and William and Bee love using them for dressing up as well. They're also great for small world play. For Edie, it's really nice just to throw one up into the air and to let it come back down and fall on top of her. That was something that I learned when we went to Baby Sensory when Matilda May was here. And the baby just loves the sensation. They can feel the air and then the really soft material lands on top of them as well. It's really easy for babies to grab. You can pull it over their skin and so they can experience what that feels like. It's a really soft and silky feel. You can wrap it and you can rub with it. You can tickle them with it. And also, of course, when you put it across their eyes, they're seeing things in a slightly different way. So yes, the first thing going into the basket is rainbow coloured chiffon cloth. The next thing that I wanted to show you is something that I use all the time with Edie. These can be put inside her pram. They can be used for her to look at when she's having her nappy changed or when she's getting dressed. Edie as well has a tendency to keep her head on one side and she struggles to turn her head. So what I would do is put these on the side that I want her to look. I'd show her the card and then guide her head, and it helps her to change direction. They're simple images, black and white images, and these are the woodland range. So they're different creatures that you might find in a forest. On one side it's a black image on a white background, and then you can turn it round and you've got the white on the black. And these are from a company called We Gallery, and they're called Art Cards for Baby. The box is beautiful. This would make a lovely gift for a new parent and their new baby. 6 high contrast animal art cards, visual stimulation and entertainment, baby's own private art gallery. I just think it's such a simple, lovely idea. There are lots of black and white toys on the market. With the older children, we had a Stims, a black and white mobile. And we do still have that somewhere, but I can't find it at the moment. But if you wanted to buy something for your baby that was over their head while they were getting changed, then the Stims mobile is really good and cheap on Amazon. I'll put a link below so that you can have a look at that. But these are really special. The card is really, really strong. They could be chewed as baby gets older. You could put one of these inside your baby's pram for them to have a look at. My uncle made a funny joke yesterday saying he's amazed that every baby's first word is not airbag because they spend quite a lot of time in their car seats staring at the safety warning. And actually you could place one of these and that would do a similar thing. It would give baby something to look at as they journey along. either in the pram or in the car seat. I am sticking them on the wall just where Edie plays, just so that she can have a look, and they're great for tummy time as well. So you can put baby on their tummy, put the image in front of them, and they'll want to lift their head to have a closer look. So those are going into our sensory basket, and they're called art cards for baby. So the next thing I'm going to show you that's going into our sensory basket is some bells and rattles. Now this is a Brio bell rattle. We've had this with all of our children and they've all loved it. It makes a really gentle sound, so you can ring it and baby will look towards the sound. The thing I love about this as well is that you can roll it, so you can roll it on their skin and it makes a noise and gives them a feel as well. Also, as they begin moving, then you can roll it and they can chase it, but also for visual stimulation and for tracking, you can roll it along and they will follow both the sound and the visual as well. It's really brightly coloured, branded Brio, really inexpensive, and this has lasted us for all our children, and it's just a really favourite toy for these early months. Continuing with the bell theme, I think these are BigJigs bells, and again we've had them a long time, and they're great for just shaking if you want to get baby's attention, if you're developing her hearing, if you want her head to change direction, just anything that you're doing. Also, if you want them to try and grasp something, these are quite good. These are not, I wouldn't leave my baby on their own with these. I'm sure they are perfectly safe, but they could perhaps be pulled off. So for me, this is a with parents, it's not something I would give baby to hold particularly. It's quite heavy, so this is something that either I would shake for baby or the older siblings or other relatives and friends. So this is definitely something you would play with your baby rather than give them to play on their own. We have been sent today from 100 Toys this beautiful wooden star. This is a Grimm's toy. If you have not heard of Grimm's toys, have a Google. They do the most amazing wooden toys for babies, toddlers and older children. They're very, very simple toys, but they're beautifully crafted and you get lots and lots of sensory and imaginative play out of them. This is a little rattle, makes a very gentle sound. It's also a grasping toy, so as baby's learning to grasp and hold and grab things, this is something that they can do that. And it's also a teether, it can be chewed as well. It's really beautifully made. I love the coloured beads. It's something for fiddling, to develop fine motor skills as baby becomes more able to do that. This is a very simple toy which would make a beautiful gift, and that it will grow with your child. So at the moment I can shake this for Edie and she's very, very interested in it very quickly. I can use it with B to talk about colours and shades of colour as well, so dark and light. I'm going to do a full review of this on my blog, so do watch out for that. The number of ways you can play with one simple toy, but this rattle, teether, grasping toy is definitely in our sensory box for 0 to 3. Staying with wooden toys now, we've got another few items. This is a stretching toy. It can be fiddled with. Again, it's just good for baby to get hold of as they're learning to touch things, as they're learning to feel things with their own hands. Again, you can just rub it on their skin. It feels very cool. It's good for them to look at. It's got different shapes and different colours, and it moves. It's wooden, but it's squidgy. It's really easy to keep clean, which is one thing I love about wooden toys. We've also got this, which is a teether. And she's nowhere near needing a teether at the moment, but she is beginning to grasp things. So again, this is something I can put her hand through it so that she begins to understand some sense of movement and how things compare to her body. And this is something, again, that is brightly coloured and that is really interesting for her to have a look at, and something that she might want to reach out and grab. Okay, it's quite addictive for playing with, actually, that one. It's quite good to have. And then over the years, we've collected a number of these worms, which always come out when a new baby is born. And again, I think they're meant for teething and for grasping. And if you imagine a baby's hand, they can just about get their hand around that and hold on to it, something that they can feel pride and joy that they've managed to grab and keep hold of something. And these are woody worms, rainbow worms, and various brands make them. I think Some of these might be BigJigs and others are just from small local boutique shops or markets. They come in a range of colours. Again, I can use them with B as well because I can talk about differences in colour and shades of colours. So they're another toy that grows with your baby, but definitely make it into our small sensory basket for babies from 0 to 3 months. For me, a sensory play essential when you have a new baby is a mirror. Babies love to see faces, and as well as mummy's face and daddy's face and the faces of all their family, they also are fascinated by their own face. They don't realise it's their face for quite some time. They think it's another baby in the mirror, and they love to sit and just have a chat. And even now at 11 weeks, one of Edie's favourite things to do is to talk to herself in the mirror. This gorgeous turtle is a skip hop mirror, and it has actually come off our Camping Cubs teepee activity playmat, which I'm going to talk about in a separate film, because there's so much to tell you about that. But the great thing about it is that all the toys are detachable, and I can attach this to her pram, I can attach it to her car seat, I can just hold it and play with her with it, as can the older children. I can use it for tummy time, as well as having it above her head for her to talk to, or again helping her to change the sides. So a mirror and encouraging baby to have a conversation and to examine faces. Definitely a top tip for a sensory toy for 0 to 3 months. Continuing with Skip Hop, and again coming from the Camping Cubs range, this is a bear Rattle. And again, it's not too loud. I don't like really loud bells and rattles. So it's got really nice little different bits you can feel, different materials, different textures, and a nice shake and rattle in the belly. And the other one we have is this firefly which flashes, which Edie really enjoys. She loves looking at this while she's having her nappy changed or when she's lying on her mat. It also has nice crinkly wings. We like a crinkle and a crunch. And again, this is lovely for her to be able to get her fingers on. It's also anything like this, which makes this kind of noise. If you can find something a bit larger than this, you can put it by their feet, and then as the baby kicks their feet around, which all babies do from 0 to 3 months, then they get a sense that they're causing that sound. They can feel the sensation and they can hear the sound. One way of doing that in a soft way is to use one of these books. Our friend bought us this book and it's brilliant. Not only is it good for looking at, it's got really good patterns for visual stimulation and lovely pictures, but it's also great for putting under Edie's feet so she can kick at it, and it makes some really nice noises which she really enjoys. The last 3 things I'm going to show you today in our sensory basket are toys that I picked up from Amazon, and the reason that I chose them is because of their contrasting images. And again, they're really easy to clip onto the car seat or the pram, or they can be added to the Skip Hop gym that we have. So this one is a triangle shape. It's got different textures and different materials. Again, it's got crinkly wings on the B, which is on the front. And it's got a teething ring, plastic teething ring. Okay, this one, my older children love this, I think, more than Edie, is a cube, and it's got a mirror on one side, and on the other side it has a peepo. And the children love to play peepo, and again it's got a nice crinkle to it, so it's giving stimulation to all of the senses, and she really likes that. I can imagine her having a good chomp on that in a few months' time. So again, it's a toy that's going to grow with Edie. And this one is a tiger, and again it's just got lovely contrasting patterns, and it's got a really textured teething ring, which again she's not needing at the moment, but it will grow with her. This one also has a squeak. It's quite hard to make it squeak, but these were something like £7 from Amazon. Again, I can't quite remember the link, but I will pop it in the box below. So if you are interested in finding this set of 3 toys, then you can do that. The other thing that I have is an umbrella. which might seem a bit strange, but this umbrella is what we do is we can put it up, and then we can hang some of these toys from the umbrella, so it makes a really bright rainbow canopy, and then we hang the toys from it and Edie can lie underneath it. Inside an umbrella like this you can string toys for her to watch, you can put twinkling fairy lights. We've got lots and lots of ideas for umbrella sensory play, and I'm going to share them with you on the channel very, very soon. Today I just wanted to show you the basket of sensory toys that we've been using with Edie from 0 to 3 months. Over the next week or so I'm going to make some videos showing me playing with her and giving you some ideas for how to play with her using these toys and some other things that you can just find around the home. A lot of the things that we use with babies, toddlers and older children here are all things that can be found around the home. So thank you very much for watching. I'm going to leave some links below in the box for you. If you have liked this video, please give us a thumbs up and do subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss the rest of our baby play series. I'm in complete denial that Edie May is already 12 weeks old and we've got a lot of catching up to do. So please do join us. Thank you. Bye-bye. There is no better toy for a baby than a big sister.
I know what this could be. I'm flying! I'm flying! I'm so flying!
Oh look, she's interested to know what that is. Where have you gone, she's saying. Where's my big sister gone?
I'm your big sister now. Mummy, but then she says, oh, where? Oh, why have you got wings and a horn?
Oh, why have you got wings and a horn?
It's because I am an alicorn.
Wow, really? My big sister is an alicorn. Are you magic?
Uh-huh.
Will you look after me for the rest of forever?
Yes. And look. I got a doll on my crown. And I keep it in here. And I sometimes don't put it on forever.
I see.
And I sometimes go away and I forget it.
I see.